Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I can't help but continue to listen to those who oppose the exploration of oil and gas and the increase of our domestic supply of energy. And we hear a lot of different excuses as to why this plan is not the best plan, that it would damage the tourism industry, that it would damage or have the potential to damage industries along those coasts which the exploration would take place. But the one thing that those who oppose this plan fail to realize is that, number one, those states who want to drill off their coast should have the right to do so. The fact is that we have lost the respect of the sovereignty of states here in this country. This country was not created by the federal government. It was actually developed and created by the states. And if those states want to drill off their coast, then they should have the right to do so. Today, down in Florida, that tourism industry is actually recovering. The hotels are full, the beaches are full, the beaches are pristine. We have proven and we have learned, not only have we proven, but we also learned from the mistakes of the Deepwater Horizon tragedy, is that we can do a better job. We can better protect the environment while at the same time providing jobs and affordable energy to America. The other side of the aisle consistently clamors on the monopoly that OPEC enjoys in the world and the supply cartel that they have created. Yet we have the ability here in this country to break that, and yet the other side will not join us. The other side says that they support small businesses. They say that they're for job creation. I challenge them to find an industry in this country that not only creates good paying jobs, regardless of the education that Americans may have had an opportunity to partake in, and at the same time that we create those good paying jobs, we also reduce the cost of energy to consumers. And yet they come here again and they object to plan after plan. They fail to respect the sovereignty of states, and they fail the American people at a time when we need job creation. They fail to provide that job creation to America. Yesterday I sat next to a gentleman from Louisiana, Clint Thibodeau, who was on his way to Colorado to drill wells on private land. And he sat there and he spent an hour trying to get me to explain to him, which I couldn't, why this Congress, why our federal government fails to provide good paying jobs to Americans. And he says, you know, Jeff, on my rig, he said, I've got plenty of job opportunities. He said, I've drilled in Pennsylvania, in Ohio, and in Colorado. We've asked people to come and participate in working on those rigs. And yet every time we seem to gain some traction, the federal government seems to slap us down again. And you know, that's a shame, because we're destroying the American dream. We're destroying the opportunity for Americans out there to go out there and get good paying jobs. He has put 2 kids through college. He said, I don't ask the government for anything other than the opportunity to ply my trade, other than the opportunity to go out there and conduct myself within the profession that I have chosen. And it's a gentleman that has he has a degree in business financing, but yet he has chosen the energy sector. And I think that we should respect the states and the American people and give the American people affordable energy. Thank you.